In this, the second of a three-part video series, I will spend the next couple of minutes to put some dollars and cents around what we are facing with respect to energy and illustrate why we need to be taking action now, even though it feels like we have a surplus of oil at the present time. The third segment of this video series will conclude with an update on activities associated with some recent finds in the oil fields around the globe. So here we go with the second part of the video series. As a reminder, here's what I said in the 5 E's article about energy. We have reached the point of what is called peak oil, meaning we have found and are using the easy stuff. Going forward, energy will no longer be cheap. Over the past few years, oil has been in the $50, $60, maybe $70 a barrel range, with the price at the pump in the $2.50, maybe $3 a gallon of gas for a gallon of gasoline range. Last year we had a spike up to just shy of $150 a barrel, with the price at the pump in the $4.50 a gallon range. Some places it got to $5 and a quarter, but this, say for planning purposes, a $4.50 range, $4.50 range. Many are saying that it was this spike and the $4.50 for a gallon of gasoline at the pump that pushed the economy over the cliff and ignited the Great Recession that we are now experiencing. If new oil is being found, and it ends up only being twice as expensive as the current stuff, we most likely will see prices way over the $1.50 a barrel, and prices at the pump perhaps in the $6, $7, maybe $8 a gallon range. If $4.50 a gallon push the economy over the cliff, imagine what $6, $7, or $8 a gallon will do to the economy. And you decide if the new stuff will only cost twice as much as the existing stuff. For a reference point, here's a heads up. Options contracts on the futures market this past week showed open interest, which means somebody started actually obtaining these contracts for $500 a barrel in 2015. So this means that someone has obtained options contracts that expire in 2015, which is just 5 years away, and for them to make any money on those contracts, oil has to be greater than $500 a barrel by 2015. And that's 9 to 10 times greater than where we are now. So, moving on to the next point, work is underway at existing fields. Primarily these are in Saudi Arabia, Mexico, the North Sea, and Nigeria. Progress is good, however, every little bit of additional effort to get oil out of these fields adds a little bit more to the costs than mentioned above. So even though it feels like we have plenty of oil now, we should be concerned and be taking action now. 3 reasons to be concerned? Well, here's the first. Even though many are saying that we have plenty of oil now, demand is down. However, once economic activity in the new growth areas, such as the emerging markets and the BRIC countries, once that economic activity resumes, demand will skyrocket, and it will put upward pressure on this existing supply of oil. Inevitably, prices will go back up quickly, and any existing oil supply will also disappear quickly. Reason number 2, the oil we see now, it's primarily in tankers at sea and storage tanks at strategic locations that are full. So this makes us feel like we have plenty of oil. However, this oil is at the tail end of the activity chain to supply us, the customer, with oil. There are several major activities ahead of this storage and distribution activity. These are the exploration, the drilling, the pumping, and the transportation activity. Right now, with oil prices so low, it is economically not feasible to invest in, operate, or maintain many of these areas. So many have been mothballed or are operating at a lower level of activity. Those areas have 1 to 5 year lead times. So if we don't ramp up activity in these areas soon, once the existing supply is used up, due to the increased demand that I mentioned earlier, well, prices will again have the potential to skyrocket. And finally, item number 3 is a reason to be doing something now. India and China are building a middle class. There will be more jobs, there'll be more wealth, and there'll be more money. They'll have people that are buying cars, driving around, creating demand above and beyond what there has been. Again, this increased demand has the potential to have prices skyrocket. So in summary, I have provided in this second video segment of the 3-part series some dollars and cents around what we are facing and have provided 3 reasons that even though it feels like we have plenty of oil now, we need to take action to keep from experiencing another sticker shock at the pumps in the near future.